that feels like not medicine. That feels like a weapon designed to take out humanity. That's what it feels like. And it feels like that because that's exactly what it is. That no one in the media talks about.
The vaccine took my immune system and just shook it around again. Agony.
The one thing they say about me is that I supported, that I have regrets from that time.
Yeah.
And I am definitely sorry for the role I played in not questioning the science, the government mandates, and I feel like I isolated people because of that.
We get cancelled here, but it all started for me personally since I had the jab. I'll never forget, after the second one, I was sitting down on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden my heart was racing like it was jumping out of my chest. And it happened probably about 6 times a week. It went on for like probably 2.5 years.
I trust the vax.
And I am sorry about it. And I did get things wrong along the way. And I just wanted them out of there. I wanted the thing over. I wanted people to get vaccinated. I wanted to get back to normal. And in that process, you know, my journalistic, well, they are ethics and some of the basic rules went out the window.
But to carry on then and say, I would do it all again, though differently, because you still believe in the vax, you're not a journalist.
Get the jab and go back.
Which is word for word what Linda Munn said. Told Māoris to go kill themselves for the ballheads.
According to the Director of Public Health, does not have a particularly high mortality rate, and it is not particularly transmissible. So it really does make you wonder why they destroyed our society and our economy. The bioweapon poison shot would prevent transmission, and why it was essential to save lives, when in fact this Memorandum of Understanding of 18 March 2020 shows that they knew the exact opposite of all that was true.
Most of you don't know that coronavirus as a model of a pathogen was isolated in 1965.
Global deaths directly attributable to 20 million due to the clot shot and 2 billion serious adverse reactions.
And in 1990, they found out that there was a problem with vaccines. They didn't work. That's following the science. Following the science is their own indictment of their own programs that said it doesn't work. In 2005, this particular pathogen was specifically labeled as a bioterrorism and bioweapon platform technology. I don't know if that sounds like public health to you. Does it? Biological warfare enabling technology. Does that sound like a bat and a pangolin went into a bar in the Wuhan market and hung out and had sex, and lo and behold, we got SARS-CoV-2?
There is only a COVID slow-release domestic bioweapon that will kill you, and you can prove it yourself. Kia ora whānau, me, John and Hanlon went to see Mathew Tukaki again. Mathew was the first relief-funded journalist who acknowledged there is a product called graphene and it is dangerous to Māori. If you are not Māori, do not worry, it will eventually take your family tree too. You will die from graphene. While your media, politicians and health experts make money lying to you. New Zealand is in a mass genocide through sterilisation and early death. A slow-release domestic bioweapon made from graphene oxide nanotechnology, sold to us as rongoa medicine. You will not hear about it from your relief-funded mainstream media. You are not the victim, Mathew Tukaki. You are the victimizer, and you can easily fix that by telling the truth. You have a Māori radio station that pushes Pākehā lies at the expense of our children's health, wealth, and well-being. Mathew deflects his involvement in poisoning our children by asking us to pick on David Seymour. David Seymour is another politician who is paid to lie to us. Mathew is a journalist with a moral commitment to tell the real truth, to ask questions, not just push propaganda for money. Mathew is one of hundreds of people we have begged to tell the truth. We have messaged every sitting politician in the past 4 years. We have asked every relief-funded child-abusing band, the relief-funded child-abusing health experts, the relief-funded child-abusing media, the relief-funded child-abusing entertainment industry, the relief-funded child-abusing sports stars, the relief-funded child-abusing education system, the relief-funded child-abusing fictitious kingitanga movement, our child-abusing councils, our child-abusing police, our child-abusing pro-jab friends and family. Mathew is not special or specifically being targeted to tell the truth. We just want him to tell the truth. truth. The truth is there is a slow-release domestic bioweapon made from graphene oxide nanotechnology in you already, jabbed or not, because it is airborne. Recently, even Paddy Gower accepted that taking relief funding to support a domestic bioweapon was wrong. If anyone should feel targeted, it should be my band, friends and family, too scared to admit it was poison, but are full of courage to try and kill the messenger. You are not the victim like my cowardly friends and family. Lied to by our media, you are the victimizer, Mathew. But if you tell the truth to my friends and family, they can finally start to improve our children's lives. Right now, even the air our children breathe is poison, making all of us shit parents. The food at the supermarket is poison. The rongoa is poison. The water is poison. Their history is a lie. The future of our family trees has a finish line. Mathew has magnetic workmates coughing from graphene right next to a primary school full of Māori children being sterilised and poisoned to early death. Poisoned to solve a fictitious climate problem that is man-made by spraying aluminium to create the record temperatures and spraying sulfur dioxide to create the record rainfall. Like everything in our relief-funded media, everything Mathew pushes is a lie. We have done all the journalism for you while you play ignorant like a child, Mathew. You are not a child, Mathew. You are a relief-funded weapon against our children and family trees. You had a stroke exactly like Eric Clapton and hundreds of thousands of people who took the graphene bioweapon thinking it was rongoa medicine. You are not the victim, Mathew. You are our children's victimizer, and again, we ask you to do journalism. Journalism over filling your pockets with relief-funded money. Dr. David Martin has done all the research and journalism for us. You just need to let our children and families know they will be sterilised and die early from graphene until all our family trees disappear. There is no climate problem, and you know that, Mathew. There was no flu variant, only a slow-release domestic bioweapon made from graphene, and you know that, Mathew, because you have seen the evidence, including magnetic employees. You know Māori are not indigenous here, and our children deserve to know that too. Māori were brought to New Zealand on the same slave ships that brought Irish to the South Pacific. Everything you push on your media network is a lie paid for by the same investors who gave you a stroke, Mathew. Our children's land, air and water rights were used as collateral, a collateral payment to receive a domestic bioweapon that will end all of our family trees. Keith Aiken was in that position to swap our lives for his benefit because of the massive lie that Māori are indigenous here. Māori arrived in the South Pacific the exact same way Irish did, on James family slave ships like the one called Jesus. Te reo Māori is Greek and not indigenous. Relief funding makes you lie, Mathew, and all we are asking is that you start to tell the truth. If you tell my friends and family the truth, we have a town full of great people who can shut down te kuiti and start to save our kids. I grew up with some of the greatest people you could ever meet, but since our relief-funded media started lying to them, they have become insidiously hideous towards my kids, their own flesh and blood. You gave yourself a stroke trying to impress your bald-head friends, Mathew. That is not a hard reality to confront when it means you can save us all. When will you interview John Napier about why he has to cough out graphene all day while being magnetic? Why he has to be scared for his children while you get to be paid to lie to his children? When will you care about our kids over your selfish life and love for Pākehā Pūtea? Today is a great day to grow up, Mathew, and my friends and family. They poisoned you and our children to death. No family trees related to any of us will be here by 2050 to 2100. And he said it to you himself. You are not the victim, Mathew Tukaki. You are the relief-funded victimizer. Please, Mathew, tell the truth today. You have our numbers.